It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Oh, they can't stop it.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, here comes Kyler Murray in his fourth NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a two-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
Kyler Murray had his Arizona Cardinals cruising in 2021, leading them to 11 wins, despite sharing a division with both of the NFC title game participants. It was also Arizona's first playoff appearance since 2015. Like his team, Murray's improved each of the last 3 seasons and would have set career highs across the board had he not missed a couple of starts.
First carry for James Conner. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Murray now. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3-and-out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, this one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured, or at least shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Stafford now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, Stafford. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, Let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Once again.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by David Long. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Let's go. I got you, baby. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. It's one play at a time.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
Touchdown, Rams.
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there.
And the Rams are in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go, y'all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to Zach Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
What's the deal, y'all?
Murray now on first down. Catch is made by, and it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They begin on the ground here with Connor.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
17-0 our score after 1. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 38.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
On 2nd and very short, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Murray now on 1st down. Again, he finds Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
What's the deal, y'all? Keep our pressure. Let's go do this thing, baby. They can't stop.
Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Returning it is Moore. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Here's Powell on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford on first down. Now that'll be caught by Cup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's right. Let's rock and roll, baby. Come on, baby.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Stafford. Robinson's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Murray now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore
From 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Connor going to try and run it, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. readies for its next possession.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Let's go, man.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's go, man. What's the deal, y'all? It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. They can't stop us. Let's go.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be brought in the backfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
83 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Three yards remain for second down.
Stafford now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Throwing is Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Get him going, baby. All right.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.